So we're back with solo leveling Ragnarok Chapter 47. And this is the last chapter of the season. Suho comes out of the gate, and his whole squad is there waiting for him because, they were worried sick. He'd been gone for a couple weeks now. They didn't know what to do. And then we pan to his uncle and the other chairman of the Hunter organization talking, saying that they can't really seem to find him whatsoever. And Suho's uncle is like, man, I need to find him and help him out. His dad fought everything alone. And I vow not to let Suho fight anything alone. I'm gonna be the one to help him. But as they're talking, a dungeon breaks and all hell breaks loose. I ain't gonna lie, it's looking rough for everybody out there. Hunters is getting eaten, civilians is getting mollywopped. But at least we got some B-rank hunters that come up on the scene, you know what I'm saying? And as that is happening, we got this mug right here. I don't like this mug whatsoever. I cannot wait till he gets turned into a t-shirt. But we are starting to learn about his plan. He's basically trying to get really close inside the Hunters Guild so he can gain high favor, so he can start, maneuvering the way he wants to, controlling things the way he wants to. But he's like, yo, I kind of got to get my status up. I got to make people really mess with me for real. So he's like, you know what? I'm finna save these people, but I got to make this situation really worth it. So one of the monsters is out there going crazy, but the B-rank hunter is there, and the B-rank hunter is low-key strong enough to take this out. But he was like, nah, I can't be having that. So he amps up the monster, and the monster just starts going crazy. Just one-shotted G. Right there, you see a dude crippled like that in a wall, you know it's over. It's wraps. Finito. His whole squad was sitting there like, oh damn, ain't no way. We cooked. And yeah, that monster was looking like Naruto when he went Four Tails mode against Orochimaru. Yeah, it was looking rough for these mugs. Right when he's about to finish off the last dude, you know who come in to say today? Our boy Suho. Come in there drippy like anybody else thought he would. And he put that mask on. He just like his daddy. He really put that shit on. And then he says, you know what, let me try out some of these new abilities that I got from the advancement. And he says arise, right? But instead of the monster turning into a shadow soldier, it turns into weapons and gear for the other people. Even Biru was shook, because Biru was like, that's new. That's a little bit different for real. He was like, you can give that to other people now too? What exactly did you get in that quest? And then we find out that it basically gives them all buffs. Like really good buffs too. And even Biru was saying he just did something not even his dad was doing before. I ain't never seen him turn shadow soldiers to create items. That's different. And then we find out what the power is from. And it's called the irregular white shadow. That's boy's class? Why does that sound so tough? Suho's, he over here like, yo, like, you wanna lend me your strength and help me out here in this fight? Old boy up there just perched up on the thing saying, oh, you got some more strength, huh? All right, bet. Just chopping his lips real. And then, the boy gets into action. You know what I'm saying? And then we see his stats, and then we see what his class really is. So it's the white shadow. That's what happens when he combined everything together. That's kind of tough. But then after that, we switch back to India. And we see the guys that Suho met, they not looking in good shape. They all got stomped. And I think we know who it actually was. Our boy Thomas Andre, he found out that the killer of his people was in Korea. So now his next stop is finna pull up in Korea and see what's good. And then we leave that and we get this shot. And it shows a familiar person. A person that we have been looking for the entire season. And then we also see another familiar thing. Is that Kaiser? What is Cha Hae-in doing with Kaiser? And then that's the end of the chapter. And that was the end of the season. That was a crazy cliffhanger. I did not like that whatsoever. And apparently it's going on hiatus for a minute. So whenever we get new chapters, I'm gonna be there to give it to y'all. But what did y'all think? What did y'all think about the season? Did y'all enjoy it?